Kasabian have just dropped a brand new single, and it's called Darkest Lullaby. So this will be the second video from Kasabian that we've seen since the dramatic exposure of Tom and his departure from the band. So with Serge as the headliner, the front and center on his own now. Yes, we had that previous one. I think it was called Phone Call. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. The song was good. It reminded me a lot of the 4813 era, which I did think was probably likely just because it's a bit more synth heavy, which I thought without Tom and Serge just being allowed to do whatever the fuck he likes, there was a strong chance that that was going to be the case, which is fine. I don't mind it in moderation. I do obviously, based on my normal taste in music, prefer it when they're a little bit rockier. So you know, we'll see. Like my favorite Kasabian song is probably Shoot the Runner or something like that, and it's cliched, but or the Doberman, actually, underrated banger. So yeah, I guess we'll have a look and see what Darkest Lullaby, their second track, is, and see whether or not it's yeah, I don't know, also kind of ravey. Also, the music video was like a bit meh for the last one. Oh, hello. Ah, okay. Immediately pausing it to say that this reminds me a little bit of the music video for Evil Eye, the Franz Ferdinand song. I love that, like, kind of slightly old school, maybe a bit horror, a bit thriller, like kind of like 70s TV show vibe. Digging it. Love that aesthetic. Genuinely, I really love this shit. It's also nice to see Serge is not just like the only one. Okay. I feel like I can hear an acoustic and stuff like that in the background. This is already, I'm not gonna lie, way more up my street than Phone Call. That bass line's really nice. Got that little Polaroid, little Serge, thick bearded man. You know what? Also, it's interesting because obviously beforehand, the big loss is not having Tom on vocals. So far in this song, I'm not missing it at all, actually. Serge is absolutely, completely fine with carrying it, which is the thing I was the most worried about, because I thought that they're, like, the dichotomy between them, the way that they interacted, was one of the things that made Kasabian so charming. They might have lost a little bit, but you know what? So far, I'm digging. Okay, nice, okay. Ooh, a bit of string. That makes me think of Stevie. Good shit. Got the piano line too. I really like this. Oh, this music video looks like it was fun to make. Oh! But I don't know. Again, I assume that Serge probably had a significantly larger part in the backing writing, like the actual songwriting component of it itself. You can tell that he knows what he's doing. Like the way that those little parts interact with each other, the bass line, like really holding down that rhythm at the same time when then that synth is coming in over the top with the strings. I don't know. It's a nice hodgepodge. It's a good set of sounds. With that nice melancholy sort of like twang to it. Great shot. And the drums keep that like pace up, so it's still like slow. He does look pretty sweet in those like over sort of like collared jackets and stuff. Oh, that bass thumping up and down those octaves is sweet. Rough him up, son. Oh, okay. I thought they were his friends. I really do like the way that this, like, all the layers come in on this chorus. It's super fucking effective. Awesome. Almost reminds me a little bit of You're in Love with the Cycle as well, with the, like, rhythm. That's such a great edit. Ah, that was such a great edit. Synced up perfectly with the drums. Oh no! Nice. What a great little twist as well.
What on earth are you doing, you muppet?
Oh, is that fucking Timothy Spall? Nice. Turn around, I didn't see his face. I really hope that was. Oh, I can't tell. I think it fucking is as well. Nice. so much going on in the like the extremes on both ends on the headphones. Like you've got that really like nice understated like high synth part like banging on my right ear, and then the like more like heavy stuff, and I don't know, it's really cleverly layered. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of curious what the actual band is doing, because it seems like a lot of multi-layered synths, but it's a good multi-layered synth, and I'm thinking acoustic guitar. Oh, there's so many layers. I know I keep saying I feel like layers is like my favourite word, but I love this wrinkle that they're that was a clever little, like, it was a good twist on a twist. It was a good twist on a twist, that. Like, it's not novel. I've definitely seen other videos where suddenly it pans out, oh, they're making a film. But I quite like that in that twist, in this particular one, that they actually had a fallout with the director. I don't know, that was really great. I'm not gonna lie, I vastly preferred that to, what's it called, Phone Call. It's almost difficult to picture them being on the same album, if I'm honest. But the video was great. The song had like a lovely layer of like melancholy, but it still had that like kind of slightly balls out Kasabian-ness to it. Whereas, you know, the drums were still comparatively bombastic and high paced. Then just like multiple layers of really, really well put together synths on there. The acoustic really worked with there. His vocals actually, I don't really think he missed Tom. I mean, that song didn't feel like it needed another voice in there. Didn't need a like more straight man version of that. It worked really well. I think he's managed to figure out how to write to his strengths. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit the other members of the band. I'm sure they all like, you know, write their own parts, etc. But I get the feeling that Serge is more the figurehead here. No, okay, that's kind of restored my faith a little bit. I was concerned that I was just gonna stop listening or caring about Kasabian at all. Because I spent a long time like not wanting to listen to them at all after Tom's, you know, after he got kicked out of the band. I'm like one of those people who struggles a little bit with separating art from artist. Like, I can't do it, and obviously I'm back to listening to Kasabian now, but I genuinely took like a several year gap from listening to all Kasabian, just because I didn't like hearing his voice. Yeah, radio was, well, fuck it, I'm trying to call it a car radio. I've just done a 21 Pilots thing. Phone Call was good, it was enjoyable, it had that ravey thing, but it didn't grab me in the same way that this did, because I actually can't remember the name of the album, but the one with You're in Love with a Psycho on it, and a few other tracks like that is a really, really banging album, so I'm glad I'm kind of getting vibes of that from it. Yeah, I don't know, this has restored my faith. I am pleased to see this. But yeah, I think that's probably all I've got to say on that one. So, like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. Let me know in the comments below, what's your favourite deep cut Kasabian? Like I said before, I think mine is the Doberman. I seem to remember I was in Leicester about to go see them when we were in a pub around the corner, me and my friend Liam. And they happened to be shuffling a bunch of Kasabian, because I guess they knew that their clientele was predominantly Kasabian fans. And I Shazammed it, because I'd never heard this one before, and the Doberman. Absolute classic, would thoroughly recommend. But anyway, yes, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.